Happy Easter, Ellie and Elizabeth. We're going to learn the last part of the Haydn C major, third movement. We're going to start measure 81. We are in tenor clef, and that is a D. We're going to hold that note for 2.5 measures plus a tie. Now, in your music, I suggest that you do a bow change right in the middle of that second full measure. So check the D harmonic. We're in the middle harmonic position, third finger. We're actually going to be in the third hand shape. Ellie, that's where your thumb and first finger touch very, very close. Okay, so first we're going to start with a beautiful vibrato. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, change in the middle. 4, 1, 2, tie, and then right at the frog, B flat, A harmonic, on the D string, third finger, G, back to A harmonic, and then stay right there on the bow, and you're going to play legato 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. And then you have an eighth note rest and a full rest. And then the next line, we're going to start with that G, third finger on the D string, middle harmonic position. So we're going to have a beautiful vibrato. We're going to sustain, legato, and then A string, first finger touching that thumb. Pop it up when you stretch for the third finger D, and then come back to that first finger. So you're going to release. This is what Hans was talking about. You're going to release and rotate and come back. So again, that measure, 2, 3, and now we're going to stay on the A string, come back to the middle harmonic position, put your thumb in the back of the neck, A, whole step back, G, for 2 counts, and then the third one, you're going to replace that G with the second finger, and play F sharp, a half step back, and then get ready to bring the thumb with you, pop up, same thing, release the one, come back, thumb back to the neck. This time, you're going to stay with that first finger on G, legato, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, half note. Now, if you can see my elbow, bring that elbow up for that B flat. Now, when you shift down to that A, which is a half step back, we are going to pop our thumb up, and we are going to land in the second hand shape, which is whole, half, whole, because we're going to play a little bit of a scale with F sharp. So we are in the low harmonic position. If I start right on measure 90, F sharp, E, D string, first hand shape, half step, back to the A string with your thumb. Now go back into the second hand shape. So if I play these notes separately, starting in measure 90, it's F sharp, E, D string, first hand shape, very high second finger, really close half steps. Now whole step, half step, come back down. D string, half step between the 2 and 3. Thumb, whole step, first finger, and then half step with the second finger. So we do this a couple times. So the entire measure 30 or 90, I'm going to play separately. Notice how my half steps change. Now measure 91, we reach for that third finger on the A. Whole step, half step, whole step. Go back up. Now this time we're going to shift and play first finger on A harmonic. Step and then half step, C natural, the highest note in that measure. Harmonic 1, come down. 4, 3, 1, come all the way down to first position. Stay in first position. This is fourth finger on the D string. G, open A, C, D, come shift up. Now, second finger to G, and this is when we're going to bring our thumb up, because now we're going to go back and forth on the A and D string. G, D harmonic, F sharp, D harmonic, G, D harmonic, and then thumb across the middle harmonic position, A, D, whole step B natural. Stay right where you are because you're going to put your thumb on the G string. What hand shape? We're going to be in the first hand shape. G harmonic A, B, C, D harmonic E, whole step F sharp, G, D. Stay on the D string. G, now A and D. Whole step B, F sharp, first hand shape. G, D harmonic A, harmonic D harmonic B, D, A, D, B, D, C natural, all the way to the octave D. For a full quarter note, round the world. Another down bow, and then at the tip, up, B natural, up, spiccato like, G, D. So B harmonic, first finger B, whole step from the A harmonic. B on an up bow, G, D. So that's quite a lot of bow. So if I play, we're almost at the end. If I play measure 95, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that B, that spiccato B, like a détaché, is a tremendously fast bow to get you back to the lower half. G, D. Now we're going to stay right there. D sharp. Really smash it up against your thumb. Tight half step. D sharp E. A bow, tie, and then stay right where you are. Go on the A string. Whole step. D. Whole step back C. So you are in the second hand shape. Once again, whole, half, whole. A, whole step B, D, C, B, A, G half note on an up bow. And then we're going to, instead of trilling with our thumb, we're going to come back to the neck position. We're going to trill with our 2-3 for 2 counts and then land on a G with our first finger so we can vibrate it beautifully. You could stay here and then come back and end on a G. So that's an alternate fingering. But if I recall, because I played this with Hans when I was a little bit older than you, I think I recall I had to stay on the A string and vibrate here because it was a better sound, at least on my cello back then. And it was nice to end a little bit brighter in color. So now I'm going to play in slow motion from measure 81 to 98, okay? Now, because I'm going slower, the sound might choke a little because I'm going to run out of bow, but I'll do my best. Okay, so here we go. 3, 4, you're going to vibrate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, change the bow. 4, 1, 2, tie, spiccato. Rest, legato. Rest. Stay right where you are. Third finger G. Get to the tip, legato. Let go 1. Shift back. Replace that note with your second finger. Half step. Stay right where you are. Get ready to pop up. Back again. This time stay with first finger. Rearticulate. Half note. Third finger back. Get ready with your thumb. 1 thumb. Stay steady. Not like me. Now reach for the 3. Now get ready to shift up. Up, up, down, up. Legato. All separate bow. Now get ready to pop everything up. 3. Stay right where you are. F sharp, G, thumb, 1 thumb, 2 thumb, 3 thumb, thumb, thumb. Now climb up and crescendo. Long bow with a beautiful vibrato, circle bow at the tip. Come way back. Stay at the frog. vibrate on 1. Okay, so let's try one more time. And I'm going to try to make sure I play the right notes. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight bow all the way to the tip. Change the bow. 1, 2, tie, spiccato, legato, rest. Back to the frog. Get to the tip. All the way. Use your whole bow. Use your whole bow. Let's have a beautiful sound. Pop up. Let go. Back. Rearticulate onto the up bow. Legato. Go back. Stretch. Go up, up. Now thumb up. Stay. Crescendo. Long bow. Come back to the frog, but short. A string. Pop back. Trill. Okay, so this one is not so complicated. I do want to mention that your half steps, try even when you are playing slowly to make those half steps really small. So most of the times, higher second finger. One place that would be a really good place to really make sure your half steps are small is measure 90 when you are in the thumb hand shape. Lower hand shape, F sharp, D and C sharp. You see, it's very close. And then this F sharp and G. So this time it's the first finger on the A string that has to be higher. And then here, B and C, 2 and 3. So that's something that we can look at together in our lesson. Okay, on to the next video.